My neighbor Karen reported me to the HOA because she didn't like my car. At least that's what it felt like. I came home one day and saw a letter sitting on my front door. Not in the mailbox, actually taped to the door. That already felt strange. So I take it inside, open it up, and it's a violation notice. It says my vehicle is visually disruptive to the neighborhood. I just sat there for a second thinking, what does that even mean? So I walked back outside and looked at my car. It's clean, no damage. Parked properly in my driveway. Nothing unusual. So now I'm confused. I go back inside and pull up the HOA rules. I start reading through everything, trying to find something about cars, color restrictions, parking rules, anything. But there was nothing. No rule about what color your car can be. No rule about appearance beyond basic condition. So now I'm wondering, why did I get this notice? Then I started paying more attention to the street. And that's when I noticed something interesting. There were at least 3 other cars on my block that were brighter, louder, or more noticeable than mine. But none of those houses had notices on their doors. Only mine. That's when it started to feel a little more personal. So instead of reacting emotionally, I decided to handle it carefully. I took photos of my car, photos of other cars nearby, and I kept everything organized. Then I wrote a response. I kept it calm and respectful. I asked them to point to the exact rule I violated and explain why this applied only to my property. And then I waited. A few days passed. Then a week. Then suddenly, nothing. No follow-up. No second notice. No fine. Just silence. And honestly, that told me everything I needed to know. Because if there was a real rule behind it, they would have enforced it. Situations like this can feel frustrating, especially when it feels unfair. But staying calm and sticking to facts makes a big difference. If you've ever dealt with something like this, or just want to understand how these situations work, I put together a simple guide that explains it clearly. It's linked in the description if you want to check it out.